Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at Pokemon that I powered up that I kind of regret. So there's going to be several different categories here. We have first release, excited, wanted to test it out in raids. We have Pokemon that were first released, excited, wanted to use it in PvP immediately. We have sporadic, spur of the moment, wanted to power up to test it in PvP, don't care about the IVs, regret it because it was a waste of stardust, and a few others in between. So with that said, if you do enjoy random content like this, please give it a thumbs up. It really is appreciated. Now let's get into this. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start it off right now, and starting at the top here we do have Lugia. Now this was my first Lugia that I did catch, and back in the day catching the legendaries, powering them up, and going to test them out in gyms or raids was the thing to do. That was the content to make. So this one right here, horrible garbage IVs as you can see here, and I did make that power up. Now it is not XL, a lot of these are not going to be XL, but the fact that I still powered them up to 40 or at least close to it is a lot of stardust down the drain. So, you know, big hype back in the day. I do kind of regret that. Now this right here, horrible IVs. Wow, what was I thinking? Well, I was doing a duo and we needed some more rock power. And without thinking, the timer was almost up. We had the perfect moveset on the raid boss, and I just went ahead and powered this one up without realizing the IVs were garbage. So that right there is ready to trade. So, hey, got a shiny with this Community Day move that I could trade you. Next up is going to be Celebi. This was another one of those moments where it was hype, release, power it up, and go test it out in raids, right? And I regret it because it's garbage. Now, it was content at the time, right? So it's not totally a loss, but I do kind of wish I didn't power up a lot of these. This one right here could be an exception because it did bring me content. All right, now we do have the Magnezone. I powered up a couple of these horrible IVs to 40 because that's all I had, but now I'm sitting on like 4 or 5 98s, literally. We have Armor Mewtwo, first released, wanted to get a good one to test it out in raids and gyms, and well, as you can see, the IVs are completely garbage, and it doesn't even have its community day move, its signature move, Psy Strike. Psy Strike was going to be released on it after the fact, so we got it in raids and then they released it again. Next up, we do have this one here. You know, I needed Psychic type power back in the day. There was no Mewtwo's, so you had to turn to things like that. Ampharos, this one, I powered it up to 40 beyond. Okay, that was a bad investment because now I do have 100. It's not like, well, you know, yeah, you had this one, you went with it, and now you're going with that. But I wish I went with the 100 or waited, held off. Deoxys, first release, all this hype. No PvP back in the day, and I took it, powered it up, tested it out in gyms, and it turned out just, I mean, it was a stupid investment. Again, another one of these Pokemon that did bring me content, but wish I didn't power it up. Another one of these, I don't know if I actually powered up this Magnezone or if I actually just had it at this level. Probably did a few power-ups, but again, another Magnezone that I kind of needed that I powered up for raids. We have Articuno. This was a very difficult one for me to get a good IV. This was my first one, or at least the best one that I did have for that day, because I would literally day one when they came out, power them up and go test them out. So the content was up immediately, and you didn't have to wait and see if you wanted to power up or not. It is what it is. And then we do have Yanmega. I love Yanmega. It is a shiny, but it doesn't have the best IVs. I did power up a bunch of these, a full team almost, so I can go and attack and, you know, put bug types on the map so we can see how good they really are going up against like Exeggutors or something like that, 4 times weak to bug. Kind of regret that. We got millions and millions of Stardust down the drain here. Pinsir, another one of these tests that I wanted to do, raid challenges. Back in the day, I would power up things like a freaking Pinsir, all right, and take out something and just dodge like crazy, right? Raid challenges. I've been doing this for a while, so if you see my Groudon one, this is nothing new. I've been doing this forever. All right, now we have the Ursa Ring. It's shiny, it's lucky, it doesn't have the best IVs. It was a video test, and it was an okay video. Doesn't have the best IVs, did power to 40, a lot of Stardust down the drain yet again. One of the most unique evolutions in the game where you need the full moon, really like that. And then we do have Escavalier, which, you know, I wanted to test it out in the Master Premiere, and this was the best one that I did have, so I went with it. Alright, another Ampharos that I did power up. This isn't bad, but it is sitting at 13 in an attack, and I do have a 100 now. But, you know, you can power up something that's like a 98 or a 96, and then you get a 100 like months later. It's like, oh, I should have powered it up. It's fine. Another one of my favorite Sceptile here that I just, you know, was too hasty, or wasn't haste enough, and I just powered it up immediately. And, well, 40. It is what it is. This one right here, you're thinking, well, what do you mean? It looks good. It's a shiny. It's lucky. It's, I mean, 15, 13, 15. It ain't bad. Yeah, well, I should have powered it up to at least Ultra League. Powering it up to this point was stupid because what am I going to do with it? Power it up until it's 2976? That's not even a 3000. Even if I best buddy it might be. But another useless, unfortunate power up here that I do have. It's a great IV, decent IV, but unfortunately it's not doing anything for me for raids or PvP. Lucario, when it was first released, extremely hype. And this is the best one that I had at the time, so I just started best buddying it up. What is this? Like a, what is that, 14, 13, 12? Garbage. Complete garbage, okay? But they were great and they were fun to use. Another one that I did power up to 40 here, another horrible IV. It's sitting at 12, 14, 13 or something. So another investment kind of down the drain. But at the end of the day, I did make content and it did help out the channel. And Fernate, unfortunately, this has been damned to horrible just fate. Was a god in the main series games. Well, at one point in time it was. But in Pokemon Go, translated for the stats, it's garbage. Horrible. Useless. That's not saying I don't like it. That's why I powered it up. And Fernip is freaking sweet. I used to use it on my main series team. Once in a while, it wasn't my main ass-kicking team, but it was there. Alright, next we do have Durant. I was excited about this, powered it up to go take out some raids, like Exeggutor yet again. And kind of a dumb investment there, but still content. I do believe this was before PvP now, and unfortunately I powered it up to test it in raids, and well, it turned out to be over for the Ultra League, so useless there. And now we do have the, I mean, Breloom is good. I love it, and I wanted to power it up. I powered this one up to try to duo or to solo a Shuckle. I don't remember, but I had 100 at the time. And I was thinking, oh, it's going to cost a little bit more to power up the 100. This one's already powered up, so I'm just going to go with this. This is before 50, level 50 power-ups, okay? Go with your 100s. Speaking of 100s, Slowking here. Another one, unfortunately, that I did power up that is going to be past the Ultra League, and it's really not going to do anything for me. I suppose I could drop it in gyms. I don't know if I really want to max it out, but this one is technically good, and I don't really think I should put it on the list. It is 100, so at the end of the day, whatever. All right, back in the day, 2016. Take a look at all these dates. They're mostly 2016, 17, 18. Yeah, Starmie, it's right above the Ultra League, so just pointless. Pointless Pokemon here. Decidueye. You know, now we're getting into petty power-ups. What I mean by that is not so much the Stardust to power them up, but the secondary move, this one's not too expensive. This one shouldn't really be on the list. It wasn't too much of an investment, to be honest. But it's got that new Leafage move, so hey. Now this one right here, again, it's not necessarily the power-up, but it's that secondary move, so it might as well be a power-up. 100,000 Stardust. Try to use it in the Ultra League, but the algorithm said, no, sir, you're on hard mode. You're not allowed to use Celesteela. Get your ass out of here. So I can't use it. It's fun times. Got another Crobat here with horrible IVs, but it is going to be at least eligible for the Ultra League, but it doesn't have the ideal IVs as far as lower attack. Okay, and then this thing can't take a hit. It wasn't fun to use. All it did was bring down my rank. So unfortunately, bad power up. Now when it comes to this one here, Baneri, Lopunny, I mean, you know, it's 100. It's got a Mega, but there's better fighters that have Mega evolutions. Okay, and as far as using it in the Ultra League, it was fun. It's an absolute spice pick, but the video got what was like not even 10,000 views. So that was a piece of shit video and a waste of Stardust. And that's why I get really frustrated when I'm like, please hit the like button, please share it. You know, when I make these steep investments, you know, this is my time and effort invested into them. So that's why I'm asking for these likes, folks. It's not like, just like the video, just because I want you to, right? It's for a reason. Anyway, garbage. It needs a move update. It's got low kick now, I guess, but it's just not on the level, fortunately, to do much. All right, so this one is it's 98. Yeah, it's a 98. But here's the thing, again, my account's on hard mode. Using these things in the Ultra League, spice picks like this ain't happening. And if you're rolling your eyes like, oh, this hard mode he keeps talking about. All right, that's fine. We can agree to disagree. I mean, you don't have to believe me. I don't give a damn. I almost slipped a bad word, a worse word. You know, as far as this Cradily here, it's not the best investment. I should have looked for a better IV, as it's not going to be able to cap out where I want it to, but it's a questionable one. This Skarmory here, you want to go with the best IV possible. If when you power them up and they're not even going to be able to reach 2,500 and they're sitting at like 23 something, or a little bit more, a little bit less, you want the best product. I mean, this is not the worst investment that I could have made, but I do have 100 now that this was just rendered useless. Spiritomb, worthless investment. To 40, worthless. It was just for content, and even that was just, it was just a headache to even use this in raids or PvP. This Cherim here, another dumb investment. It's not doing anything for me. It's not doing a damn thing whatsoever. So another, you know, 250,000 Stardust down the drain right there. Whimsicott, another 250,000 Stardust down the drain. This was when it was first released. I was so hyped, just blinded. Oh, I gotta power it up. Gotta get a lucky and power it up for what? What are you gonna power it up for? To 40 for what? It's 1998. I don't want to party like it's 1999 and power up all these Pokemon. Useless. Alright, so we have another bad power up here. Altaria, horrible IVs, trying to get hype for Ultra League, but it's just not looking good. I mean, what 12, 13, 14? I mean, what are you doing, Poke? Why are you wasting all your dust? This one is mixed feelings here. This is my old Mr. Bigglesworth, and you know, it doesn't have the best IVs, but what is it going to do for me, honestly? Persian, I love it, but at this point, it's above the Ultra League or the Great League, and it's not good for the Ultra League. It can't do crap, so you're stuck with nothing. I hate this Pokemon. I don't hate it. I don't want to use the word hate. I dislike the fact that how horrible it is in Go Battle League. So, horrible investment, and again, this is in the petty here. This is petty picks, because these are not expensive. Well, they can be. Liepard, you know, this was a decent power-up. It's not to 40, but it was a waste. Look at those IVs. What was I thinking? Wow. Delcat, this is another horrible IV power-up. Well, it's not horrible IV. It's just not a great investment. It could be lower attack for sure, but I can't believe I wasted my Stardust on that. Another pretty petty one. This was not expensive whatsoever, but horrible Pokemon in Go Battle League. Garbage. Pheromosa. Alright, this is the only one you're going to be able to get in the Ultra League, or, sorry, the Great League, so I decided to invest in that secondary move. Again, might as well be a power-up with that 100,000 Stardust, and it's not good. Again, the algorithm was saying, you, sir, cannot use this here. Now, this is a random one. This really has nothing to do with any of the power-ups. I just thought I'd throw it in here just so you can see it, but this is when Lucky Trades first came out, and this is probably one of the only times you'll see this as a horrible IV Lucky Pokemon, or at least below the floor of what the Lucky Trade should be, because Niantic can't get anything right when they first release a new update, and that's exactly what happened here. We Lucky Traded and it became bad IVs. I was really confused. The final one here is going to be Wobbuffet. I'm happy with this investment, but I do have a better IV, and you can get a Shadow and Purify it for 100 or 98 or better, and I could have done that, and that's what I have now, so now I'm stuck with this powered up, not great IV Wobbuffet. So there you have it, folks. What are the top ones do I have to pick here? Well, Pheromosa, and that's not number one, but that was a horrible one because it's just garbage for me. I can't do anything with it. This one as well, I can't believe I powered that up. That's bad. Skarmory, that was kind of a dumb investment as well. Celesteela buying that secondary move. Wish I didn't do that. Really wish I did not do that. Other than that, they're all kind of sitting about the same level. This was a horrible one too, right here. Look at that, one attack. What the freaking hell was I thinking? I wasn't thinking, I was in a rush. That's why I already explained that. So there you have it, folks. Kind of just breaking down some of the bad IV Pokemon that I invested in. And that's not even it. Let me explain really quick. We'll bring this to a closer here. But I have transferred level 40, level 40, 100 legendaries. Yeah, okay. I've transferred level 40 legendaries, bad IVs, that I just don't want to look at. I've transferred other Pokemon, level 40, secondary move, that I just don't want to look at because I'm so pissed off that I actually made that investment at the spur of the moment at that time. There's a lot of other stuff here, folks, so just wanted to show you that. I couldn't give you a number, but if I had to get an estimated guess on how much Stardust I've wasted on things that are just completely useless and done nothing. Well, they did a little something for me, but now they're just not. There's no reason to have them. But then again, you can say, well, of course, new meta is going to come out, and you know things are just going to become a little bit less relevant, and then you're just going to power up the new meta. Sure, but we're talking about just dumb investments. I'm going to have to shoot for around, let's just, a rough estimate, really rough. Like about, I have to say a little less than 10 million. Maybe that's pushing it. Probably like maybe 6 million. So 6 million Stardust I've probably thrown down the drain in an absolute waste. Okay, that's just part of the grind here, folks. But again, a lot of these Pokemon made content for me for going up against raids before PvP, and it was entertaining you all. You all enjoyed it, and you were able to determine, even though I didn't have the best IVs, it's not 100 or a 98, whether or not you wanted to power it up, or even bringing you challenges going up against raids, showing you, hey, you know, I bring ideas to the game before they started doing event after event after event after event, because if you weren't here back in the day, it was never like this. We'd had an event maybe once every couple of months, and it was a big deal. Now it's just kind of like burnout. You get event after event after event within event within event within event. It's crazy. So I would go out there and I would take out raids using one Pokemon at level 40, like a Pinsir or something, try to take out an Exeggutor raid, and it was fun. It was fun. So I guess they were worth the investment. They had their payback, right? I got my return on them, I guess you can say. So I don't know. A lot of them did pay their dues, but a lot of Stardust has been wasted on a lot of junk for sure. Anyways, if you did enjoy this video, a little bit longer than I expected it to be, but hey, that's okay. I know a lot of you do enjoy longer videos, and I personally, when I'm watching somebody on YouTube and the video ends a little soon, I get annoyed. I'm like, come on, you're gonna leave me hanging like that? You're just gonna stop the video with, and then I went there and that was it. Okay, I hate that so much. Keep talking, man. Keep me entertained. I'm still eating. You know what I mean? I still need to finish a couple more reps of my workout. Keep on talking. What you talking about? Anyways, thank you for watching. Hit that like button. Appreciate all the supporters and all of the new Patreon members. We got a lot of new ones here. I really appreciate that. And that video that I made a couple of days ago talking about how, you know, I was a little frustrated and stuff. I was having a pretty bad day. You know, my dad went to the hospital and all that, and it was pretty serious. And I'm having family come up, and, you know, not to put all my information out there or try to get pity or anything, but I'm just going to give you, you know, I'm an open book, okay? That's what I want to be, an open book here. No fake bull crap. You know, I'm not going to make a thumbnail like, you know, all this crap. So he's in the hospital, and he had to have an operation on his spine because he had a tumor back there, which was pushing on his spine, and then he had another bone pushing on it because I'm not going to get into all the little details, but he has no feeling in his legs. So that's it. That's, you know, really kind of pushed me over the edge there. I don't show my emotions too much. I do show my emotions. I really do. But it's a different side that I try not to show. So I don't talk about relationships, family problems, or things like that. You know, I will call out asshole content creators and stuff like that, but you already know what it is. Anyways, now it's drug on to almost 20 minutes. Oh my gosh, oopsies. Anyways, thank you for watching, folks. You already know what it is. Give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
Sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!
Touch the deck. This is the best day